Once again, I have to put this man's picture up and have some words for him, because it's more gaslighting from Brad once again. What do you mean you're going to let her make her own mess and then she'll learn from it on her own? As long as she knows that it's her, then it's fine. So you have no fault in nothing. It's all her, right? He has no self-awareness. He is just gaslighting the heck out of this woman, and it is very sad to see. Like, what is he doing there? To me, he's giving me very much, like I said before, Harrison vibes from Married at First Sight Australia. It's very much giving that. Because why is he such a prick? Why does he have to be this way? I don't understand it. He's really got Shona gaslighting herself and questioning herself. Like, she needs to wake up. We do not need a Bronte 2.0. She needs to wake up. So I was quite glad that Laura pulled her aside to try and have a chat with her and let her know what the real is. And also Peggy. Because someone has to tell her, like, do you not see what is going on? Because you can clearly see that she's already saying she feels like she's walking on eggshells. She doesn't feel like she's herself. The girls are telling her that she's not even being herself. I'm like, no, please just wake up out of this whole hypnosis. Because he does act like he is better than her. And she kind of puts him on a pedestal, which creates even more issues. So she just needs to wake up. I don't understand what is going on here. And of course, in typical, being controlled kind of behaviour fashion, she runs back to tell him basically, what the girls were saying. And he still gaslights her even more. So it's just like, this is not a good thing. I mean, when he talks about, nothing compares to universe, it's just like, he doesn't listen to her. He's just a mess. She's not feeling safe in a relationship. He doesn't know how to, reassure her. Instead, he's just condescending and very nasty and dismissive of her, telling her that, she's not emotionally or mentally where he is at the moment. So, he's got a superiority complex for sure. And he does need to be taken down a peg or two. Now, speaking of Peg, let's go on to Peggy, because I don't understand why she felt the need to comment on Terence and Portia and Nathaniel and Ella and comparing her and George to them like you guys are some fantastic couple. Like, no, there's no need to do that. Very messy, very catty. Now, this JJ, he's just giving a vibe that he thinks is God's gift, and it's like, you're not. Okay, she didn't tick your boxes in terms of you fancying her. We can see that. We can see that from the wedding, because your face, it's just written all over your face. And, I do feel like Bianca is putting it on a bit too much. She needs to kind of, pump her brakes a bit. But, she's on the experiment. She's clearly all in, whereas this man is not in at all. And he's just basically lied to her as well at the dinner party. At the dinner table. I felt bad for her. I've been feeling bad for her for the holiday in itself, or the honeymoon, I should say. But I do feel, like I said, she needs to pump her brakes. She does put it on way too thick. She's, letting him know that she fancies him. She wants to be kind of all over him, you can see. And she wants that intimacy, which I get. She's on her honeymoon. She's been matched with someone. And she does deserve to have that. But unfortunately, the person you're paired with is just feeling like you're not up to par. And what upset me, really, was that I felt like he just lied in her face, because... well, he couldn't even lie, especially. I suppose he kind of did. If you think about it, she asked him, do you fancy me? And he just spoke around it. He basically spoke about, you're not the usual type that he'd go for, but yeah, you're a nice girl. That doesn't mean that he fancies you. So it's a problem. It's a serious problem. But I feel like JJ, it doesn't take much to be just a decent human being and interact, because it just felt like watching paint dry. Like, he's very flat, very dry. Like, what is your problem? You're on an experiment. You've been matched because of, apparently your traits or your personality matches or whatever. You know that. If you don't fancy her, fine. But what does it take to just be a decent human being and not make her feel all rejected and off on this particular trip? It's just a car crash. I'm just going to wait to see what happens with the rest of it. I mean, it's quite funny to me, because he keeps going about, obviously his ex-girlfriend was a Victoria's Secret model. And I'm like, really? Was she really? But even if that is the case, it doesn't give you the pass to be an arse. It's good to see that Jordan and Erica seem to be getting on well. I thought it was nice that he made an effort for her birthday. And, it just seems like they're kind of a cute couple. I thought he was quite sweet, particularly in comparison to what you see going on with JJ. But anyway, guys, are you watching? What do you think of today's episode?